Okay, so my fan is going, and I want to put this on my Jig Adapter, so it's nice there. So I'm not going to mess with the focal point right now because I want to show you something, and this is the update on the software that we have for the Ultra. This is the curvature engraving. So we're going to engrave this without the rotary, and we're going to get a nice looking monogram here. So let's check this out. So we are here in Xtool Creative Space, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this monogram. I already have the file open. You're gonna make sure that your laser is connected and all that. So I know kind of the size that I'm gonna be using, so I'm just gonna set that size to kind of maximize the area. All right. Now on the top, you select what surface you are going to be engraving. So in this case, we're going to engrave on a curved surface. So you select that, and you will see that it's selecting basically just your artwork and a little square there. So you can center your artwork for this, and then you click on the little mesh icon right next to it on the top, so you can actually start working on this. Let me show you the software how that looks. So I'm gonna open it so you can see it right, and you hit frame. So you see that right now the corners are going all the way down. So I'm gonna do, since it's a 34, I'm gonna do a 38 by 38. So now you see the square that I'm gonna have on this area for the F1 to measure. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna close this because it's better without light. I'm gonna hit frame, stop frame, sorry, and I'm gonna go next. So now it's gonna say how many areas this is going to be divided. So I have a 4x4 square, you know, so basically 16 point. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna change this, and I'm gonna say 6x6. You can do this as detail as you want. 6x6 for me works pretty well when it's a really curved element like this one. So when I did that, I want to click start measuring. So the machine is going to start looking for number one is going to start looking for the points based on the curvature, and when it finish to figure out the distance with the lens and the laser and everything, we're going to have a mesh that we can see. So let's the machine do his thing, and let's come back in a second. So now that we have the points, you have a mesh, a 3D representation of where everything is going to be. So you can rotate and see how everything is, and you will see that there is a little bit of a red corners. We're going to talk about those. So underneath, you can add the map. Now that you have the map, you can rotate and see different things. And one of the coolest thing is when you zoom, you will see the mesh and the structure of the polygons of the mesh. So now that we know what we have here, you have a couple tools to see it better, and you have a better idea how it's going to look. This is for the tension and for how smooth it's going to be. So if you pay attention to the mesh, when you move the tension, or in this case smoothness, you will see how many polygons or subdivisions adds. That will definitely add more time or more steps on your laser. Normally is how smooth is going to be moving up and down to ensure the transition. And then you have the tension that will move the corners. The red corners is how much is pulling and how curved are going to be each union with each vertex or each point that you select. So I'm very happy with this. So we are going to move forward. So now that we have that, we are going to go to our settings. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use for this one the infrared laser. So I want to engrave everything with the infrared. So 60 power, 100 millimeters per second works for me, and I've been using the frequency on 60, and that give me great results. Remember, frequency is something that you can change now, so keep an eye on it. So now that we have all this, we are going to start our job, and just click on your screen so you can start everything going. So now I hit start. I'm going to record here, and the laser start. So I want to show you this because this is actually kind of cool. So you'll see here the logo, and you will see the logo going down. Every time goes a different line, these move automatically and adjust for the height. That's what the curvature engraving or the curve engraving does. Adjust the height based on each line or each pass that it's going through to account for the curvature. In that way, it doesn't lose the focal point. So let's set this here so you guys can see what it's doing, and when it's done, how it came out. So I'm gonna put you here. Let's see, there I think it's a little bit better. So right now it's on the corners on the H. It went up again. There it is. It's just taking the paint out of the glass. So you have any other fiber laser, means that you can use a fiber laser to do these ornaments as well, since you are removing the paint. This is a regular Ricus, I believe the source is Ricus 20 watt. So there's nothing special. It's just a regular fiber laser of a 20 watt. So almost done on that, and then it's gonna start doing the text in the middle. Let me show you this. It's going up. Now it's going down again. Diving down. So that's cool. I mean, I'm really impressed that Xtool figured that out and make it happen, because that's one way to account for distance in corners. So this is done. It took 2 minutes and 22 seconds. There it is. Now to fill it with paint. So normally I will go and wash this to make sure that it's nice and clean. I engrave the front and I also engrave the back just in case. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, shake this a little bit. You can wash it later. I recommend use baby wipes. They work pretty good. And just a little bit of paint here to start. You see how it's getting the paint. So you still see a little bit of a bluish going on. You might need a little bit more paint. It's a little bit of a bluish color, but that's normal. That's to be expected. There we go. So everything is covered right now, white. So you see this, and this is a matte finish, so this goes really well with the matte finish for me. I have the back part, so I'm gonna do the same thing. And now I'm gonna shake the paint over there. Almost there. There it is. So here is a little bit better. There's a little corner. There you go. I'm gonna clean the outer. And there is, so there is a little bit of a bluish in this part that didn't make it fully consistent, but we want to wash this and see how it goes. Alright, so I just passed a little bit of water, and look at that, it's perfectly white. In the back. So fiber lasers can do this as well. In F1 Ultra with a curve engraving is awesome.